proceed from egoism alone. Now, this is very difficult to understand if you have no clear practical explanation. What this sutra is telling us is to put our heart into whatever it is that we do. And if you've read the handout, you see I took the example of a car again, which may seem ludicrous a little bit. But actually, it's a very valid one. Either in your own experience or your experience with other people, you see that when people drive their own car, they take very good care of everything. They're careful to avoid damage. They're very careful with everything related to the car. As soon as people drive a company car or a rental car, they become totally careless. They loosen their necktie, they open the window, they yell out the window, and they start racing the car like they've never done before with their own car. At the end of the day, they come back with scratches and dents and the engine half blown out. And of course I'm exaggerating, but this happens. This really happens. The car is not their own, so who cares? This is a tendency you see also with people's own home. And when people go to a hotel. This is of course a generalization, not everybody functions like this, also in case with cars, rental cars or company cars. It is a generalization. There are many people who do put their heart also into their company car and do take care of their rental car when they have one. But it's just to give you an idea of the difference of functioning when people are not conscious. This becomes more interesting when it applies to your daily life. First of all, the suggestion is that if you are not interested, do not do it, whatever it is. Because when you're not interested, you will not be able to put your heart into it. The suggestion here to put your ego, or ahamta, into it, is basically putting your heart into it. That means that you connect with whatever it is that you do. If you look at it on a little bit more deeper level, you will see that when you have your own car, you do bond with your car. You wash your car, you clean your car. When you drive your car, you actually feel your car. You put your heart into it. We, as yogis, at this point of our development, have come to a point in our lives in which we do this with everything we do. We do this with people, we do this with our job, we do this with our pet, our plant, we do this with everything. As a result of this, we see that everything starts to flourish. Relationships start to flourish, our work flourishes, we love our work, and people love to be connected with the work that we do. People appreciate the work that we do because they feel on a subconscious level that we do put our heart into it.
Can you make more of a distinction between this and attachment? Or is this kind of a form of attachment?
Is this a form of attachment? No, this is not a form of attachment. This is a form of putting your heart into something. Attachment is a lower desire. It's based upon fear. While putting your heart into something is a higher desire, is based on passion, compassion. It's not based upon fear. Attachment is your fear to lose something. While putting your heart into something is feeling love for something. Because you grasp the essence of your car, or your work, or your partner or person, it's not related to fear of losing it. You put your heart into it. As a result of that, you fuse, which is this fusion that is so often mentioned as the meaning of yoga. This is part of this fusion, that you become one with things, meaning you put your heart into it.
I think you mean like in an unconditional way. Like, you love something, you're talking about unconditional love, right? That's kind of what you were getting at, right?
In a way, I just wanted to clear a distinction between that and attachments. I don't know, we haven't dealt with attachments in a long time, so it's a little fuzzy.
Unconditional love is another matter. That, of course, also has to do with attachment. Unconditional love is a little bit different from your car and your house and your work. Although in the end, there will be at some level, there will be some relation with this as well. But it's not really about unconditional love. In this respect, in the past I've mentioned, when we discussed purity, I think, the dentist in Itaewon that I like so much. Why? Because of this. She puts her heart into what she does. That is why people feel comfortable sitting in the chair with their mouth wide open, and she can go in there with the most horrible tools and drills and chisels to work on your teeth. But she does it with heart. She connects with you. Go to another dentist and you feel like being exposed to a butcher, because most dentists, at least here, are only dentists for the status, for making money as much as possible in a short possible time. You feel this also when you go to restaurants. You can very clearly make a distinction between those restaurants that are started, that are run by their owners just to make money for lack of another opportunity, or whether they are run by an owner who actually loves food and actually loves to please people. We have come so far now that we would be totally ignoring ourselves, not only ignoring ourselves but lying to ourselves, if from now on we would start something just for the status of it or just for the making of money. Because you set yourself up for a whole load of misery. That means from now on, we cannot do things anymore if we cannot do as this sutra suggests, put our heart into it. Fuse with it what it is that we do, so that we do it with heart, with passion, with love.
What is an artificial mind?
An artificial mind is anything that you are not connected with.
Anything you just do.
Yeah, anything that you're not connected with yet. So, in fact, the whole material world around us is an artificial mind until we connect with it and build sympathy. Until we put I-ness into it and basically we personalize whatever it is that we adopt in our lives, we personalize it by connecting with it. So when you are a dentist, if you put your heart into it, it will feel very different to people than when I'm a dentist. You put I-ness into it. All other dentists just feel scary if they do not. If it remains on artificial level, you just feel great resistance to go there in the first place and to subject yourself because you feel that they don't care.
Is this mind anything honest?
I haven't thought about it in that way. I see it more as everything that surrounds us, the prakriti, the world, the material world around us. But that also applies to people.
I went to the dentist yesterday and they asked me how I heard about them and I said you and she said, oh yeah, Ron is such a popular guy here.
Who said that?
The
The dentist?
No, the receptionist.
Oh, Sophia, the little one?
Yeah.
Sophia. I'm popular there because all my students go there.
Not because you have bad teeth.
I do. I have a mouthful of gold, which I really hate. In my previous life, I didn't take care of my teeth, so